Banggood has sent me the Creality Ender 3 Pro. 3D printers are tools that one day will be as important as paper printers. In future videos, I will show you how to use them to make materials and accessories for the laboratories of chemistry, physics, mechanics, and many other scientific and technical applications. If you can't buy a 3D printer, you should convince your teachers of the importance of having one of these printers at your school. The box is quite heavy. Here is the display. This is the power supply. More components at the bottom. A bit of PLA filament. These are all the contents of the box. The assembly guide. Component list. Let's begin. Here are a set of tools. Tighten it well, but not too much, because the screws are made of steel and the frames of aluminum, to avoid stripping the thread. This side of the Allen wrench is to turn it fast, and the other to have more torque. Now I put the power supply. Be careful to select here the correct voltage. Here I have 230, but you can also change it to 115 volts with a small screwdriver. This button is a limit switch. When something pushes it, opens or closes a circuit. It has two T-slot nuts that have to slide in the groove of the frame. This is a stepper motor. Backside. I remove the cover of the bar, and we can see it is a threaded spindle. I put it here in the hole and tighten it with one Allen set screw, so the spindle will rotate with the motor. I only have to tighten the upper screw, because the lower one is set to the motor shaft. The spindle is greased. These three wheels have to run along the guide. This is a conveyor belt with small teeth, called timing belt. I pass it under the wheels. Let's put it into this box, because here is a pinion that is a small gear that engages to the timing belt. I close the frame. Now it looks more solid. This tube goes here, I turn the nut, and it is in place. This multicolor cable will be connected to EXP3. These two yellow ones connect with each other. They power the printer. Now the connectors of each motor. There is a short cable labeled with the letter Z. To this motor that moves vertically, Z-axis. Here behind another short cable with AZ. From this side there are several connectors. One with the E letter, that means extruder, and goes to the extruder motor. And two with the X letter. One big here and the small one inside this cover. Now I put this tube through which the filament passes. Power cable. This is a PLA filament sample. Let's cut the filament diagonally and make it go through this hole, so the extruder motor moves it to the hot end. I press a bit to let it go. Turning the filament could help to find the second hole, and let's introduce it. Now, perfect. On the screen there are several indicators: hot end program temperature, current hot end temperature, bed program temperature, bed current temperature, nozzle position coordinates, feed rate, percentage of completion, and printing time. Select Prepare and then Preheat PLA. Let's wait until nozzle is at 200 degrees. And now with the nozzle hot I can pass the filament through it. Here we have it. Now select Auto Home to take a reference point with the coordinates. Disable steppers in order to move them manually, and let's level the bed. The distance between the nozzle and the bed has to be just to pass a sheet of paper, neither too tight nor very loose. You have to feel a slight drag. I move the head to the second corner. Let's see how the adjustment works. Repeat the process for the rest of the corners. This is the web Thingiverse.com, a universe of things. Here we can find and download 3D models to print. I am going to look for a mobile phone stand. I choose this one. Download the files and unzip them. Open the application Creality Slicer that is included in the TF or micro SD card. And upload the model. I am using the basic mode. There are several adjustments as type of filament and quality of print. Select fast and it recalculates time and used filament. I introduce the TF card and pressing the card icon, it will record the files into the card. Insert the card in the printer and select Print Form TF the corresponding file. The bed heats up to 60 degrees and the nozzle up to 200. And starts printing. The value of Z shows the height of the current layer. Now I am going to change the filament. To extract it, I have to preheat the nozzle. Now I can pull. Now this blue filament. I have made some stands for my family.